Hello, welcome back again so soon. I come to you from Archie's stable. He's waiting for the food to go in there. He's just literally had his tail washed and his little white socks because tomorrow we are off to Aston Le Walls to go and have a lesson with Nigel Taylor, which I'm really excited about. Are you excited as well, mate? Yes? Nodding there. He's like, come on, give me my food, love. He was stood outside. Thankfully, I managed to get everything washed before the rain came in. Didn't we? Yeah? Yeah? And he was quite happy to come in and start munching hay. We'll give you a proper groom tomorrow, but we've got all the mud off him. Like I say, his back end all washed. And yeah, time for dinner. I'm going to go home and work out my times. We've got to be there for 10 o'clock tomorrow. So I need to make sure I'm there in time to tack up and get myself ready. And obviously travelling time, with it being a weekday, we're going to have work traffic and what have you. So I will go home and do that. I'm going to go get myself some dinner and I will see you bright and early in the morning.
The faster we're falling, we're stopping and stalling, we're running in circles again. Just as things were looking up, he said it wasn't good enough, but still we're trying one more time.
And just like that, it's morning. Currently stopped raining. I did get woken last night from the wind and the rain, and I'm just praying it's rained itself out. It is starting to look a bit brighter out there, a little bit less cloud, so fingers crossed. Although I did look at the weather for Aston and it said light rain, 10 o'clock heavy. What time's my lesson? 10 o'clock. So I'm doing a bit of a jig for the sun to come out instead, or at least stop raining. Don't rain, don't rain. I have got a spare pair of clothes though. Always do whenever you're doing any kind of cross-country stuff anyway, in case you end up in the water. Dry underwear, the lot. It's got to be done. Anyway, the kid is having his brekkie. I'm going to go put everything in the horse box. I'll muck out and everything when we get back. We haven't got a lot of time. So, yeah, I'll go load the lorry and be on our way. Okay, we're all in Moda Movano except my dad, who's gone to get the gate. So let's get this show on the road and get ourselves to Aston Le Walls. Haven't been there on a horse in absolutely ages, so really excited. Look, we're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. Look at this. Looks like we're at the races, doesn't it? It's a bit wet. They've had an awful lot of rain here. It has stopped for now. Fingers crossed, guys. The rain holds off for us just for a couple of hours. Right. Hello. Where are we? He says, I don't know. Never been here before. Ooh. Right, guys. It's 10 o'clock. I'm just heading over. I haven't seen him, but I haven't had a text to say he's cancelled because of the weather. I have got my waterproof bottoms on. I just hope that they're sticky enough to hold me in the saddle. Oh, time will tell, but hey, why have them otherwise? But yeah, here we are. Here we are. I need both hands on the reins. So, as you can hear and as you can see, the rain decided not to hold off and it absolutely hammered it down the whole hour we were there. Yay. As you can see, I am just warming up. We've had a walk and a trot both ways. Then Dad picked up the camera and started recording. He was a bit worried that the phone would stop working in the rain, so he got a little bit of this and then decided to put the phone away and wait until Nigel turned up for one's lesson.
Let's just do a couple of small ones and see what we've got.
So to begin with, Nigel just put together a little course for us to jump round so he could see what was what. And here we go, this is his first fence. Now there was a time he would have stopped at the first fence for a look, and once he'd had a look, then he'd be off. So this is progress. The fact that he's gone straight over it without even being, you know, taken up to it to have a look. He was straight off, and yeah, the second fence was a little corner, but that didn't bother him. When they're that small, they don't really give the effect of a corner, do they? But yeah, I was really pleased with how he just plodded around here, I have to say. I'm not going to lie, guys, I was not enjoying this rain. But look at Archie, he didn't seem that bothered at all, which I'm quite pleased about, to be honest. I can't lie, guys, I was super chuffed with the fact that he went up that hill, jumped that jump, and then come down and jumped a jump. He hasn't done that before, so to just go and do it in the pouring rain, I was thrilled with him. Later on you will see us go up the bank, and it looks like there's nothing there, but there's actually a ditch, and you will see how he reacts, and that was me. I held on a bit too much there. Now here Nigel was just saying how I'd benefit from putting my stirrups up a hole. I have actually put them up 2 holes since this. And he also said how well he was looking and asked what I was feeding him because his top line looked fantastic, which was really nice to hear. You try and do your best, don't you? And for someone that's a professional like himself to turn around and say that, yeah, I was really chuffed. That was one of his least favourite things in the world, a pheasant screaming behind him, which set him flying forwards. It's thanks to pheasants and pigeons and things that I've come off so many times. But I get another surprise in a minute. He did not see the first part of that double. If it was a 2-parted double, a 2-stride double I should say, he would have gone over it, but because it's a 1-stride, even Nigel said he was just focused on that second one, hadn't really seen the first one. Grids is something he needs to do more of, and we are doing that currently, as you will see from videos moving on from this one. But yeah, the waterproof trousers did not help. I kind of just slid off there. Outside door I wasn't hurt at all. But I just want to try out all the different surfaces. Aston Le Walls, Kiso, Valeview. I've fallen off at all of them now. And I can confirm that the one that hurt the most was Valeview. I came home with bruises from that, but thankfully I didn't from this one. So we just had him popping over the second part a couple of times on its own, and then we did the same with the first part before putting them together again, just so his brain and his legs could work out what was going on. That right there was the ditch, guys. You'd never know, would you? I didn't think he was going to see it because I could hardly see it, but he clearly did. What a clever boy. However, I sat a bit like a lollipop there, and I got a bit nervous because I thought, oh, if he suddenly stops and I go over his head, that's quite a drop. And I know you shouldn't think like that, but I'd just come off so easily before. And then he went to go, and I was like, right, that's me. I need to give him some confidence. As you see, he doesn't get a smack or anything. He doesn't deserve one. He's never done anything like this, and I was just sitting there. So, right, I actually sat on my bum and rode and come over the smaller one to start with. And then I'm sure we go back and try again. Yes, we do. Oh, this is lovely. He said he definitely needs more of that. We're now off to do some grid work, so okay, so as you will see here, guys, he was really struggling to work it out. There was an awful lot to look at there. It was a great big long line of about 10 fences. And they were only poles, but he just couldn't sort of work it out between his brain and his legs. So Nigel puts them all down. We go through them a couple of times. And this really highlighted these exercises, the cross bars especially, that I haven't got him in front of my leg enough. And I need to be riding more confidently, more forward, to give him that confidence and to get him in front of my leg. That was hard work. Well, I don't know who worked harder, me or him. Ooh. That's where the hole is in our training, as you will have seen from the tap training in my last vlog. It was the combination work that got him. So that is something Nigel said we need to be doing that at least once a week. Otherwise, we're just going to go out, and every time we go back to doing some, that is going to happen. His brain needs to be thinking quicker. So that's our homework. He definitely needs more of all of this before we go out competing. He said next time we will do some grids work up there, and then we'll come down and do some cross country, do it the other way round. But he said he learnt a lot today. I learnt a lot. I've got to work on my lower leg, keeping that forwards, keeping him straight and keeping him in front of my leg. He's very much behind my leg. He said that, Archie, he said that 5 and 5 wasn't actually long. It was only 24 yards. And we were struggling to get it because he's not in front of my leg enough. So I need to be going more forwards than I think. Oh, guys, that was fantastic. Definitely coming back. So we're going to nip up to the house. I'll pay him and we will book in for another one. Definitely. I'm definitely doing the right thing, not booking stuff at the minute. other than things like this. And to come somewhere like this is massive for him. So yeah, really good experience for both of us. Can you Adam and Eve it? It's stopped raining now and there's blue sky. Oh dear, I think I have water. I've got water everywhere. Right, we'll do a debrief when we get home. We've got about an hour and 20-minute drive, so see you at the ranch. Hello, as you can see, we are back. He's out. Wow, what a session. Typical that it's nice and bright here and dry. Got absolutely saturated. But that was a massive learning curve and just highlighted what we need to do with him. In my tap training last week, Sam did say we found the hole in his training, and it is when there's something the other side of a jump, like another jump to jump or a pole on the floor the other side. That's what we've got to work on now. So and she said within the next 10 days you need to do some more of this. Well, we just have, because we've just done some with Nigel. So yay. But he said you need to be doing grid stuff. Doesn't have to be big, but once a week. I need him more in front of my leg. I feel like I'm flying, but I'm clearly not. So I need to get used to that feeling of that canter that I need. Because he said that was an easy 5 strides, 24 yards. He said it wasn't even a stretch, and sometimes he was stretching. But we were coming in, we were chipping in a little one. I need to just really just ride him around my corners and not just sit there like an absolute pencil and do nothing. Keep my lower leg slightly more down, my weight into my heel. He did put my stirrups up a hole, which is odd because I usually ride very short. So I was trying to ride a bit longer, I think, for the dressage side of things. But yeah, I've got short legs. I'm going to have to just deal with it and ride short, because I need to use my legs to help me stay in position, which I didn't do today. I just slid down his neck when he put his head down. Once both my hands go over, that's it. I have been saying lately I don't feel as strong as I used to. Been out of it for a while properly, you know, and now I'm doing all this stuff again. I feel so weak. I need to be fitter because that killed me. So cardio I need to work on, and I need to work on my strength, especially my core, because it's just like jelly. I think I said before, it's like slime. I just all wobble, 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 wobble. There's nothing there. Yeah, lots to work on, but I'm glad I've done it now. It's still January. I'm glad I've done that now, so I can now go away and start working on that. And we've got another one booked in with him, although I think I'm going to have to change the date because I forgot. I've got something on the Saturday with him, another training thing, so I can't do 2 days in a row with him. That's not fair. So I will change it, and I've got another tap clinic that I've assigned myself to, so yay. Plenty going on, plenty of poles and grids. He jumped all the jumps really quite nicely. He jumped a couple of corners. When he said jump the bigger corner, I was like, anyway, we did it. And at the top of one of the banks there's a ditch, and I was like, oh my god, he's not going to see it, but he did, and he jumped it, no bother. Jumping a fence straight down a bank, he's never done that before, and I'll be honest, I sat there a little bit and just went, crumbs. So he stopped because he was like, well, if you're not sure, I'm not. And then the second time he went to do it, so we then jumped the smaller one, and then he come round and I put my leg on and he actually jumped. When I put my leg on, he will go, so I need to be a bit braver again and say come on. But it's because I know how quickly he can shove the anchors on and turn. Bit of self-preservation, but if we're not moving forwards enough, I'm going to get us into difficulties, and that's what I don't want. So I need to give myself a boot up the backside and ride him. But I did say that to Sam in my tap lesson, Thoroughbred aftercare program, for those that haven't seen it. like not tap dancing. I said to her, I need to start riding forwards, and I know it, you know, so they're just telling me what I already know. But I need to do something about it, don't I? But really pleased with that. Come away with lots. Next time we're going to do some grids first and then go out onto the cross country for a spin. So absolutely perfect. Looking forward to it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Enjoyed watching me get soaked and buried again. 3 times now I've been to a cross country arena and I've been buried. Well, that's my 3rd one. Hopefully that's the end of it. Comes in 3s, right? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I've got to muck out. I've got to clear the lorry out. Everything's absolutely soaked. So I need to get it in the car and then get it home and go and get some food because I'm starving. Right. Till next time. Thanks for joining us. Bye.